Spider-Man fans, it's nearly the 2-year anniversary of Spider-Man No Way Home, and with that, we got a load of concept art, so I'm going to be breaking it down in this video. Okay, so we have this concept art of all the villains attacking Spider-Man in the day. This was kind of an Easter egg to Sony, because Sony were going to develop a Sinister Six film that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was going to appear in. So that's what it was like. Except there's only 5 villains, because remember, Venom was going to be the 6th member. Next, we got a comic-accurate Iron Spider from Marvel here. I do prefer this over what we got. I would have liked to have seen this. The only thing that I would critique, it looks kind of pink. I would have wanted like a hot rod red to go with gold, but I would have preferred this anyway. Next, we got a comic-accurate Doc Ock. Look at this, man. The green, beautiful, the gloves. You still see the mechanical brace from Spider-Man 2. The arms look like sleeker and cleaner and like pointier. I would have liked this. I think I would have liked this over what we got. But I get that what we got, it was trying to be like grounded. So, but I would have preferred this over what we got. Next we got the Lizard, comic accurate Lizard, the purple pants, the white coat. I would have liked him to wear this in like the final battle, because it's pretty hard to distinguish him in the light. So if he wore like a waistcoat, you could be like, okay, that's Lizard, that's who we're fighting. Next we got different eyes for the end suit in Spider-Man No Way Home with Tom Holland. It looks like Superior Spider-Man's eyes, which I wouldn't have minded. I know they tried to do this with the Tobey Maguire suit, but that didn't end up happening. And then bottom right, the eyes are a bit bigger. I wouldn't mind them, but they kind of look a bit weird in, like, again, grounded earth. They look more quite cartoony. And then the bottom, they're massive, and I don't mind them. I think they look better than the ones above. So yeah, I wouldn't have minded those big eyes, because Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man has big eyes. Then this would have been a reference or like a nod or an Easter egg to be like, yeah, Ned's going to be the Green Goblin, or the Hobgoblin, I'm so sorry. And in the comics, Ned Leeds becomes Hobgoblin. Now this beautiful suit is what I wish we got at the end. To me, this is the perfect suit. There's no black bits, right? They still keep the Tom Holland eyes. It's just red, it's just blue. It's the dark, like, comic blue. It's like they've shaded it. This is 60s Steve Ditko suit. It's been pulled from the comics. Wow. This is Spider-Man. They were going to do like a different kind of spider in this design and rounded eyes. These rounded eyes make me think of when, you know, in the comics, when Doc Ock took over Peter Parker and he was being like really mean to people. This kind of, those eyes are like those era. Alright. We have 2 Goblin designs. Goblin on the left, I wouldn't have minded. I know a lot of people hate it, but you keep the classic suit and you still see Willem emote. On the right, it's the same as what we got, although he's got like ears and the chest kind of looks like skin and it's really creepy, but Goblin's all about creepy. Next we got the second comic accurate Doc Ock. I do like this, but to see a normal dude running around in that, some comic accurate things stay in the comics, you know, but you know, I love it. I love the green, I love the yellow. If we do a little zoom up here, you can see an O on the right. That could stand for Octavius or Otto, or it could be for Oscorp. Next we got Ock fully kitted out in all 8 arms. He steals Spider-Man's arms and he has his. This would have been an OP version of Ock, and I would have loved to see this. This was another idea for the Lizard, so for the final battle, you know when Peter's trying to heal all the villains, Peter would have put this on the Lizard, and it would have meant that the Lizard couldn't control himself in the final battle, which I would have liked, because the Lizard, he isn't in the room when Norman's giving his speech, and in the end he just jumps out at Spider-Man and he just joins the other villains. Like, he and Sandman have no reason to be fighting. It's just for them to be there, for the Spider-Men to fight. Originally, Doctor Strange was going to be the one to bring Tobey and Andrew to our universe. I don't really care who brings them to the universe as long as we have them. Statue of Liberty, this is probably what it's going to get turned into, but in Spider-Man No Way Home, it was going to be Statue of Liberty holding Thor's hammer with an arc reactor with a cap shield. In the end, it was just cap shield, but this is probably what they're going to reconstruct it to. This is what Electro would have had, and come on now, why didn't you give us this? Why did you not give us this? Why did you give a dude in like a high vis for half of the film? And to be fair, what we got was cool. We got the yellow lightning, and the symbol did come up It was fine. It was grounded. But come on. Oh my, look at this. Other suits for Electro. They tried to make the blue version work. If they brought that back, I would have been very upset. But all of these other suits don't really work or do it for me. They kind of look like... He looks like a Power Ranger. We have two versions of Goblin. Goblin on the right is an animatronic Goblin. I wouldn't have liked that at all. And Goblin on the left is like a Ghost Rider Goblin. But then you wouldn't have been able to see Willem's emoting. Now, like I said earlier, Venom was going to be in this film, and they were actually going to attempt to do the symbiote in this film. Way too ambitious. Save that for Spider-Man 4, or 5, or 6, or whatever. But this is the version we would have got. Pretty simple, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, I think the symbiote should be simple, not overcomplicated, and it's just straight from the comics. And it would have meant that Venom has the spider in Spider-Man 3, but I don't know, he might still have it anyway. He might be like, Eddie, do you remember the person on the TV? I don't know. Symbiote on the left, I don't know why there'd be a red spider. Maybe because Venom ate Carnage in Let There Be Carnage. I don't know. But guys, that is all the concept art we got. Sorry for the long video. Why do we look at concept art? Because it can come true. The suit that Doc Ock gives Spider-Man after he fixes him, you know, the gold and red one, was actually concept art for Avengers Infinity War. It was going to be an Iron Spider suit, but it didn't end up being that. So any of this concept art could become real. So that's why we look at concept art. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I won't keep you any longer. Bye-bye.